Well, alright then. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Let's have time move forward now. On our last episode, we were just kind of keeping up with things as they happen. You know, we're not making a whole lot of forward progress, unfortunately. Running into a couple power situations. This one just because we ran out of coal. We actually used up all of our coal. And so we're trying to mitigate that with a little mining operation real quick. This also kind of gives us the benefit of having more room for barracks purposes. So that's always nice. We're going to get plenty of sand that we don't necessarily need. Just keep digging it up as it comes. It's the coal that we're really interested in. Even like getting over here, this is chlorine gas. We don't want to really breach this too much because there's nothing we can do with it. I assume there's nothing we can do with it. Apothecary. This fabricates pills. We might want to have that around, actually. Now that we're looking at it. Wouldn't be super important to have the apothecary, but it might be nice. So we'll consider that. We have had duplicants getting sick periodically. I think Buckthorn is okay now. Let's look him up. It's getting to the point where like our roster is substantial. We're at 23 duplicants. That's a lot. And we're not even halfway to our ultimate goal. We are more than a third of the way through, so that's good, but we're not like halfway there yet. Which I think means we're still technically living on a prayer. Right, sand falls. You guys could dig that up. And you can stand to sweep all of this up too. Alright, so let's, as always, build a head on the cot and the mess table. And building entombment. Oh, right, because, you know, we're not done with that job yet. And of course sand falls and makes a mess and yada yada. This is just granite, obsidian, igneous rock, no coal, none of the stuff that we really need right now. Just have like ice and snow and stuff. It might not actually make much sense to come down here, like in terms of expanding the base and you know what's available in the game. Remember, this is an early access title. There are bits that are missing, coming up short, what have you, which is fine, but it is the reality of things. Anyway, this power transformer, kind of just hoping it's doing its job. Hard to say. This generator's idle. I mean, if we avoid having more circuit overloads like we have been having recently, that's fine. I don't care how we do it. I'm not particularly picky. Just, you know, stop that from happening, essentially. Something is... Oh, electrical wire. Something is damaged here. There's a circuit overload. That's been a recurring problem. Like even here, I think, yep. Can we have someone just go around and repair all of those? This duplicant could not find a toilet in time. Alright, mop it up, mop it up. We definitely do need another toilet then, if we have that problem, even once. That's a sign that we need a solution. So let's build a loo over here. And take care of the plumbing. There we go. Food shortage. Well, we're running 3 mushers. We have a fair amount of meal ice, like infinite dirt because micro mushers. Just like, let's get some work going over here. Water is a problem. It's consistently a problem. Also, this air being polluted is suboptimal. We need these deodorizers going on. Mildred, you seemed sick, but you're not. It'd be nice if you're just generally not sick. And yeah, folks coming down here where it's cold and a little hard to breathe. But you know, this is a major project that we have here. This kind of water reservoir system, you know, liquefying a lot of this ice and snow, that's pretty important. You know, we want as much of this like thawed out, turned into water. You know, if we're able to do that. Then yeah, there's algae down there. There's tons of oxygen. Is this giving off oxygen? I can't really tell. But, you know, set up a mop job there. And you know what? Build a little ladder here just to tap this. And hopefully in doing so, we'll discover whether or not this gives off oxygen. It'd be nice if it did. It'd be wonderful if it did. And we know this morb does. That's the only morb we can see right now. Right, so this is about to pop. And once this does, whoever does the job is going to be a little miserable. But it's going to mean a lot of water coming down. And a little like chimney for oxygen, so that's a little meh. You know, we don't want to lose oxygen if we can avoid it. This liquid pump starting to get refilled, you know, in this reservoir. This is still just really a temporary one until the major job is done. But, you know, it's over there, it's nice. Hand sanitizer, people keeping things clean. And now this dig is done. And our coal situation's still a little low because we really just chewed through that stuff. Should maybe have another air deodorizer. There's nothing wrong with just like having as many as we can have. Because, you know, what do they consume? They consume filtration media. We got filtration media. Yeah, like almost 10,000 kilograms of this stuff. We good. It keeps coming back to we are okay on that one resource. Let's use it. You know, let's keep our air as clean as we can. Right, 3, 4. And let's prioritize this dig a little bit because this is a lot of algae and slime as well. Mostly slime, unfortunately, but there's a little bit of algae in there. And again, we can use that. We have these biodistillers, they should be getting power. I don't know why they're not getting more power. Is our power transformer like a bad thing for some reason? It's hard to say. That might have been a suboptimal play. We'll see. And yep, this is breached. So this is flooding, which is really what we want it to do. This might actually be more water than I initially anticipated. So hopefully we don't have a mess, but we have plenty of polluted water now. So it's just a matter of these purifiers doing their job. We probably need another one. Where can we put another one is the question. We can put one up here. Yeah, let's put it here. We are kind of getting to the point where it's very difficult to have commentary and like talk about anything other than what's immediately going on, because stuff is chaotic. Stuff is very chaotic here. And we're just gonna have to, whoops. Just gonna have to keep working as best as we can. I don't know if this is all gonna be reachable, but we're gonna try. It does seem like this is getting a little backed up here and there. Build another liquid vent. And these storage compactors still not built. And there's a lot of stuff just laying around, and our compactors are kind of full. So let's solve the problem. Copy settings, apply settings. Can't apply the settings there yet. Start sweeping this stuff up. What do we got here? Thimbleweed seed. Lovely. Crystal blossom. We can probably swap out like some mealwood seed for some thimbleweed. Maybe? I think we can. I don't see why not. Other than, you know, it's not a food producing thing. Waiting irrigation. Because these air scrubbers aren't working, so they're not producing dirty water. I guess that's kind of sensible. Yeah, this was like perfect in terms of water levels, just precision. Except that this will keep flooding in and gradually become slightly more than what we are really capable of handling, but oh well. Really getting the sense that this power transformer was a bad idea. Kinda get the sense. Although it's popping, it's doing things. You can always be happy when things are happening. And yeah, kink up, loud sleeper, but well positioned with everything else, so nobody's gonna care. That's wonderful. It's wonderful when people don't care. Let's set a 3 high, 4 high. That's 4 high. That's a huge dig job. I'm fully aware. Igneous rock, obsidian. Our volume of resources on all these are about equal. And some of this tile will get split up for additional ladders in time. In fact, we can deconstruct all, knock out those ladders, and actually knock out this entire ladder. We don't need it. So let's do that. All right. Whole lot of just building work going on. This purifier, we want that pretty soon. Not urgently, but You know, we want these water levels to rise. We also need this pipe to come back. Come back, pipe. High priority on that pipe. Just so that, you know, we don't have blockages again. Because, yeah, we're already backed up a little bit without this pipe. We miss this pipe. We miss it dearly. Oh, hi, welcome back, pipe. We missed you. Yeah, at this point, like, we're just trying to dig out and gather more resources. So we really do need them. We need more algae. Who's got the spores? Cowslip. You be sick. So let's put you in that rejuvenator. You can take some time off. Stress. Bluebell's a little stressed out. Nildrahane, always up there. But we're holding stress down, which is actually amazing. Whoops. Thought that was, you know, a menu that I clicked to open, and not one that shows up on hover, and mistakes were made. Yeah, this, you know, we're low on algae, so we're low on oxygen. That's sort of our perpetual problem. And not enough of this is algae. Like, some of it is, obviously some of it is, but not enough of it. There's too much clay, there's too much igneous rock. So we'll have to do something about that. It's not going to be any algae down here, so this job is not helpful in that sense. There's some algae here. Let's deconstruct these. We'll leave that tile because, you know, they need somewhere to stand. Build these up, so I should cancel that deconstruct. Options all. And then we'll just dig all this out. And we'll get that little bit of algae from that. And then we can dig 2, 3, 4. Dig that out. Get some of the algae from in here. Right now, that's just like our focus. Let's gather algae. This is a lower priority job. It's just creating more space. So we'll actually deprioritize a little bit, because I don't even think there's any algae in this. Might be a little bit of coal. There's a little coal, which is good, because we're pretty much out of that. And this dig has some algae to it, so let's set that up. We can actually deconstruct all this and put some tile there. They seem to prioritize deconstruction, like, more than anything. Actually, don't deconstruct the algae terrarium. We need those. Our oxygen generation is insufficient. Yeah, we need more of this algae and not more slime. There's so much slime here. That's just not helping us. Building broken. Okay. Would someone mind coming in and repairing that, please? Because that's a problem. We can't prioritize repairs. We need to prioritize this repair. You know, whoa, hello. Everyone. Once there's an attack, it's like everyone's coming in. Yeah, we don't need everyone to do it, just the immediate vicinity. There's another hatch in here, so once we dig that up, it'll all happen again. So we're keeping an eye on all this. Yeah, we're just waiting. Hey, this gives us meat. This helps address our food shortage, if nothing else. You know, and actually, as I'm thinking about this hatch will, yeah, it'll flee, but it will try to forgiveness. It will try to consume resources that we don't really need, just as long as it doesn't eat the meat. It ate 1.5 meat, so top priority, sweep up the meat. We need that. But this other stuff will actually cancel that job and let this hatch turn it into coal. And from there, we'll kind of figure out how to handle it. We'll actually cancel all this job as well. There is some coal in here. We're gonna do a very targeted sweep now, because we don't need all of this. We need some. You want the briar seed, igneous rock, granite, coal, but everything else, we can just leave alone and let this hatch eat it up. And when it does, it'll give off coal. And hopefully that will help with this situation. And we'll find a way to like constrain it a little more, kind of redirect our hatch. This is now our pet. We now have a pet hatch. We're going to use this one. We kill the other one, yeah. You know, kind of ignore that happened. We'll find a way to make use of this. And I think what we'll do, since this is a burrower, it's not happy with this tile, we'll try to like trap it on this side, get rid of all the tile so it falls down here, hopefully it doesn't die, and then we'll just kind of do a dig here and leave all the resources for the hatch to pick up. Because I don't think anything in here is particularly appealing to us. You know, there's some rock, some granite. There might be some seeds mixed in here, but you know, it is what it is. So, pneumatic door, high priority, right here. Try to get the hatch on this side of it. That'll kind of gate it over here. So... Oh. Lockbit's gonna end up building it while the hatch is way over there. Or we might manage the timing perfectly. Who knows? Nope. We did not. Oh well. Yeah. We'll set it to open. Because... Oh! Okay. That was interesting. A hatch can jump. I did not know that. We want it to hang out on this side. So do that build, and then wait until hatch is on the other side and lock. Oop, someone's got the spores. Blackberry. Your turn to head to a rejuvenator. Cowslip is still healing up. It's very important that someone lock this door. Toot sweet. Except it's on the wrong side again. This is how you deal with a pet that doesn't want to be tamed. We've almost got our new duplicant. We got a lot of like building problems. So nobody's coming down and dealing with this for reasons I can't understand. Cancel the deconstruct. Deconstruct that wire. Someone come down and lock this door. Oh. Don't lock this door. Yeah, poo out some coal, if you don't mind, Hatch. Up priority on building stuff for the new duplicant. Lock this door. And we're really just trying to lock this baby in. Success. Alright, Hatch. Let's see here. Briar seed. Sweep that up. And do a little tiny dig. Just to start things off. And do a little tiny deconstruct. Just to start things off. There we go. That's the appropriate order for things. Milderhane, you're gonna get sick. And there we go. So now the hatch can burrow, so it won't be so mad. It shouldn't eat coal. It shouldn't eat its own poo. That doesn't mean it won't, but it really shouldn't, because, like, come on. That's kind of gross. And, we can now actually deconstruct that door, deconstruct that tile, and put some tile back. And set up a nice sweeping sweep. Copy these settings to that. And things are getting a little busy, for sure, but you know, everyone's got their job. Everyone's got something to do. We have tons of dirty water. It's like nobody can get down here, but I know they can get down here because they've done it before. We can't prioritize that. So, I mean, we don't have a clean water pump. As long as that's the situation. So, like, this is eventually going to be a problem. We can't, like, nobody can use the loo. That's a problem. Because nobody will come down here for reasons I don't understand. You know, what if we deconstruct those? Does that help? This reservoir has been a little bit of a frustration. You know, for a little while now. But you know, it's all the more reason to have this job going on and hopefully finish it soon. There we go. There we go. The pipe is fixed. Things are okay now. And we've got our next duplicant coming in. So who do we want? We can have Rowan, who toots a lot, but is nice and hardy. probably because he's tuning it all away. Frankie can't build, takes up a lot of oxygen, but very low decor expectation. Or there's Devin, who eats a lot, can't research, that's fine. Is quick underwater. Now we've had chronic food shortage, so that kind of rules Devin out. Rowan, I don't know. We've had people getting sick, so that might be helpful. And mouth breather, we've had some oxygen problems, but that's because we've been short on algae. Now there is a lot of building to do, but there's a lot of other jobs as well. And the low decor expectation means you won't get stressed out so soon. So this might be a questionable decision, but we're gonna take Frankie, and you are actually gonna be groundsel. So we'll print you out, give you a cot, and a mess table. And our colony is just getting huge at this point. 24 duplicants, some high stress, but you know, that's what we have massage tables for. And we have a little pet. We have a pet hatch. So we are relying on that to produce more resources for us. Because what good is a pet if you can't abuse it and utilize it to your advantage? That's a terrible thing to say. So we're going to stop saying things, and we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be appreciated. Subscribe doubly so. But either way, ta-ta for now.